Assalamu alaikum, dear student. Welcome back to the last part of chapter number 5 of geography, that is precipitations. We have seen the rainfalls, the different rainfalls, conventional rainfalls, orographic rainfalls, orographic rainfall, cyclonic rainfall. Now we will see about the rain gauge, like how the rain is measured. See, this kind of instrument is this is an instrument for measuring rain. First, see, for it is used in Yunan's people. After 100 of years, like after 100 years, India adopted this measuring element. In 1962, Britain people made this tipping bucket, that is called rain gauge only. This is for measuring rain. If you wanted to know the current the current situation of rains, like people the climate people get to know, the environmental team get to know that after 2 days or within a day how many rains we will going to you know experience. So they will see this by they will see this by measuring this rainfall. Let's start. The instrument that is used to measure rainfall is called as a rain gauge. See figure 5.8. This is your figure 5.8. The funnel that is used in a rain gauge has a specific diameter. The rain falling in this funnel is collected in the bottle fitted in the rain gauge. See, this is the small open bucket. It plays in a one place, open place, and they directly the rain will hit, going to hit in this bucket. After collecting the whole water, we will get to know by the rain gauge that how many rainfall we are facing right now. So this is the open jar. They place in a one empty place. See here, and the rain directly hit into that bucket, and we will measure that by collecting the water, how many water we have collected, how much water we have collected. After that we will get to know, okay, what is the amount of the rain we will going to fall. Then the collected water in then measure with the help of measuring jar. In area of heavy rainfall, the reading of the rain is taken every 3 hours. Like the measuring jar reads in a millimeters, the gauge is kept in the open ground on a 30 cm high flat mount. Hence, the rainwater is collected without any obstruction. See what happened, it is put in a open place, and they can find how many how much the rain we are facing in these days. But the area which is affected by the heavy rainfall, they will collect this rain and they will going to measure this rain in every 3 hours, that this is the amount of the rain we are facing, and after that tomorrow how much rain we will going to face, then day after tomorrow how much rain we will going to face. So this is collected by this rain gauge. Now, fog, few, and frost. See, first of all, there are two forms of condensations. First is when the below freezing point, when something is happening below freezing point, and other one is upper above the freezing point. Whenever the 0 degree Celsius we will going to see, after the freezing point is 0 degree Celsius and minus, we can face the ice and the hailstorm and all. But above 0 degree Celsius we will going to face fog, dew, and frost. First of all, first is fog. Fog is visual aerosol consisting of tiny droplets or ice crystals suspended in the air or near the earth's surface. See, very when you wake up early in the morning in the winter season, what happened, you can see the fog. You cannot see the complete region because of the fog thing. Then come the frost is a thin layer of ice on the solid surface which forms from the water vapor in the above freezing atmosphere coming in the contact with solid surface whose temperature is below freezing and resulting in the phase change from that water vapor to the gas or to the ice, and in the water vapor researches in the freezing point. See, when you face this, when you can see and when you can experience the small particles of ice on anything you are putting in the winter outside, so this is frost, and that means you can see the ice in a solid form. Here we can only see the fog, you know the moisture in the atmosphere, but here you can see the ice on that things. Then, sorry, now this is dew. That means you can see the water bubbles in any of the thing, whether it's leaves or your in your like clothes, when the winter season is there. So this is the balls, the water balls you can see. Now start. When the condensations or the solidifications of the water vapor in atmosphere occur near the earth's surface, then we can see fog, dew and frost. The temperature of the layer of the air near the surface of the earth reduces. As temperature reduces, water vapor condenses. In this process, vapor turns into the microscopic water particles and float in the air. When the density of these droplets in the air increases, fog occurs. Like I said, when the density of the water occurs in the atmosphere in the winter season, what we have to face, we have to experience the fog. When the moisture laden air near the earth's surface comes into the contact with very cold object, condensations of the vapor takes place. They turn into very small water droplets. These water droplets stick to the surface of the cold object. This is called dew. See, this is dew. When you can face when you can see the water bubbles or what water balls in any of the things. Then if the temperature of the air is less than 0 Celsius, the water droplets stuck to the surface of the cold object and freeze. This frozen water and droplets is called frost. Dew and frost occurs on the large scale in winter. We can face the dew and frost in the winter season a lot. See, when the water take the forms of ice. When this happen, when the temperature goes below the 0 degree Celsius. Normally it is not happen in Maharashtra, it is always done in the north side of India. So we can see it there. Now, effects of precipitations. Okay, now we can see the effects. What are the effects? Different effects. The main source of potable water available on the earth is precipitations. As excessive rainfall is destructive, so it is the absence of rain. Flood may occur because of the heavy rainfall causing loss of life, property. If precipitations goes not take place, then condition of drought arise. What is drought? That means lack of water. All the water we are getting from precipitations only, whether in forms of rainfall, whether in form of ice, whether it's form of fog and dew and frost. So when what happened, if we will face flood because of the heavy rainfall, what happened, we have to face even the loss of property and life also. Then there is a shortfall of food and food may have to be imported. Farmers conditions become gravy. A country's economy get affected. Economic of an aggregate country like India is dependent on agriculture in India to be a large extent in depend on the monsoons. Hence the rainfall in India is important to the whole country. A good rainfall at the right time increase crop production, while ultimately rain can cause damage to the crops. The rainfall in India is quite erratic. See what happened, when we can we will see the proper rainfall, then the production of different thing is very easy, and it is easy for the farmers also. But what if the we have a lack of rain, or the farmer has to pay the pay for it, like they have to face this problem. Even if we will face the heavy rainfall, the crops get destroyed, and even in that situation also the farmer has to pay for this, and they have to deal with all this thing. Visibility reduced because of the highly dense fog, example, it affects the means of transportations like road, railways, waterways, and airways. Accidents may take place in such condition. Train, flights, and other transport service may have to be cancelled. Frost is harmful to the crop and cause accident if it spread on the road. Fog and dew damage some crops by spreading disease, while it may be beneficial to the some crop. Even the frost, dew, and fog is pay a lot of influence to the crops and the uh, in on agriculture. Like when you see the fog in highly hill station, or in the top area of any of the hill station, what happened, you cannot see the proper scenario. Then what happened, the maybe the chances of getting accidents, the that vehicles cannot see the right way of roads and all, then the accident will happen. And what happen if it is froze, like the uh, all the plants are frozen because of that froze thing, like the ice cubes, or sorry, the layer of ice coming on that plants, the plants get destroyed after some time, because it also causes to spread the diseases. So these are the problem we get from the the precipitations. Now acid rain. What is acid rain, how we can face the acid rain? We can even see, we can see the common thing that acid maybe occurs because of the lots of chimneys and because of the industrialization and all, because of the air pollution in the industrial areas. Various gases get mixed in the air. Different acid are created when the water vapor in the air reacts chemically with these gases, such as nitric acid, sulfuric acid, etc. Precipitations of water with the dissolved acid reach the ground. Such rainfall is called acid rainfall. These rain are harmful to living organism as well as the non-living organism, because of the, like I said, because of the industrialization, chimneys and all. What happened, we face this acid rain, that these fog, these smoke merge with air, and this air went to the for rainfall, and we face this acid rain. So this is all about your chapter. We will see the next chapter in the next lecture. Thank you.